Hi, I hope you had a great weekend. Today I want to talk about a very important subject, which is digestion. You see, you could be eating the best quality food, you could be eating organic food, you could be having all the superfoods in the world, but if you don't have the right digestive system, if your digestive health isn't good, all of this doesn't really matter. It's very important for all of us to understand the importance of your digestive system. You see, things like indigestion, things like constipation, things like IBS, gas, colitis, extreme acidity, acid reflux, all of these issues means that the root cause of your problem is in your digestive system. And yes, there are medicines, there are all of these things out there which will treat the symptom, suppress the symptom. But if you don't address the root cause and fix your digestive system, you're going to have recurrent problems all the time. We all know the dangers of antacids. You have to take antacids for a while sometimes to suppress the symptom and give you relief. But if you become addicted to it or you're constantly popping antacids every single day, we know it's causing more stomach issues, more digestive issues, and more gut issues. So the digestive system is extremely important for us to maintain, be it your child, yourself, teenagers, everyone, at every aspect of your life. Because your digestive system isn't just your stomach, it's also your gut, which is your small intestine. And today all of us know the importance of gut health in your overall health. From your moods, to your brain health, to your hormonal balance, to absorption, assimilation, hair, skin, managing your weight effectively. Everything is connected to the enteric nervous system, which is called your gut. That's connected to your stomach, which is situated further up. Now, we're going to talk about simple lifestyle changes that we can do, because you see, it's mainly our poor lifestyle choices, our poor dietary choices, and the way we live our lives that causes indigestion and problems with our digestive system. So number one, for us, digestion doesn't start in the stomach, it starts in your mouth. From the time you start eating your food, you are in control of your digestion. The first most powerful lifestyle tip that most of us fail on is the ability to chew our food and eat slowly. You see, there's a reason that we have teeth, there's a reason that we have saliva. When we chew our food, we break down our food into a more digestible mass. And that mixes with our saliva, which contains digestive enzymes. Digestive enzymes are present in our mouth. And then your food is pre-digested, it moves down to your stomach, and your stomach takes over the function of digestion, and then your digested food moves down further into your small intestine. So right now, people who eat fast, people who have no time for their meals, people who don't chew their food and swallow tend to overeat. Number one, when you overeat, that's more work for your digestive system. Over here, we're trying to give your digestive system exactly the amount of work it needs. So when we eat too fast and we don't break down our food, it doesn't get mixed with saliva, we already start the process of indigestion just by the way we chew our food and eat. So the first tip is inexpensive, it's free, it doesn't require medication. It is eat slowly, eat mindfully, and chew your food. This is so important, and it's so funny that the things that are inexpensive and free are the things that most people don't do, and they don't want to make an attempt to slow down their food. They say, oh, I'm just a fast eater, I can't eat slow. Yeah, we can't do many things, but sometimes we have to try to do different things, you know? That's habit. You have to do things consistently to break a habit. So the most inexpensive and free and the best digestive tip is number one, eat slowly and chew your food. Two great things will happen. Your digestion will improve and you will not overeat. If you don't overeat, your digestive system will also improve and you won't have a weight problem, because most of us eat more food than our bodies require. Okay, the second tip is your water. Okay, we need to stay hydrated, but there are times in the day that we have to stay hydrated. The rule of water is usually 20 to 30 minutes before your meal, you have like a whole glass of water. During your meals, you try not to have any water, because your food is anyway cooked in water and there is a certain amount of water in the food that you eat, and that's usually enough for your digestive system. If you're eating something really spicy, at the most have one or two really small sips, but gulping down liquids during your meal isn't a good idea, because it starts diluting your digestive enzymes and the amount of acids that your stomach produces. Now, right after a meal, you want to wait for about 15 to 30 minutes before having your water again. So if you can respect this rule, your digestion gets much better, because a lot of people gulp down water and then there's excessive bloating, there's excessive flatulence, burping, indigestion, and acid reflux as well. Number three, your mindful eating. If we can start to learn to eat in silence and just eat our meal. You know, when we work on something at work, we put all our energy in that one task. When we look at our food, our breakfast, lunch, and dinner, whether it takes you 10 minutes to eat or 15 minutes, if we can just focus on that one meal and put our phones away, not watch television, not speak to people, not get into these office working lunches, because it's very simple for you to understand that our food best gets digested in the parasympathetic nervous system, which is rest and digest. Now, if I'm having a stressful conversation, I'm watching something stressful on TV or the news, or I'm in an argument and I'm eating, I'm in the sympathetic nervous system, which is fight and flight. I cannot digest and assimilate food in that nervous system. So I need to come to the correct nervous system, which is the parasympathetic nervous system, when I eat all my meals. So that 15 minutes, whether you're eating with your family or not, you can have gentle conversations and laugh and have fun, but you want to stay away from stressful conversations. Your phone, make it a rule, especially with your children at home, that they do not have their phones at the table, and you do not watch TV while you're eating. Now, these are the basics for good digestion as well. And again, it's inexpensive and free. We have something called prebiotics and probiotics. Now, you get prebiotics in your natural foods. Okay, we have digestive enzymes. All of us need digestive enzymes that helps us break down carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. If we don't have the right amount of digestive enzymes, then it becomes difficult for our system to break down food, and that's why we have all the symptoms of indigestion. So usually overeating, very acidic foods, maintaining a very acidic body, junk food, sugar, all of this over time depletes our natural supply of digestive enzymes. So now you find digestive enzymes in raw fruits, raw vegetables, nuts, and seeds, which is why raw food and real food is important for our digestion, because it gives us the digestive enzymes that we require to break down our food. Now, if you still struggle, something like a glass of lemon water 30 minutes before your meal, or something like raw ginger, or something like apple cider vinegar mixed with water. These are great prebiotics. These are great prebiotics that set your stomach acid in the right way, so you have the right amount of digestive enzymes being produced to break down your food. And prebiotics are also required to feed your probiotics. Everyone's just busy popping probiotics and eating probiotics, but we need to understand that you need a prebiotic for a probiotic to work as well. So you don't have to take a probiotic supplement. You can get it in natural foods. If you're not vegan, you can have yogurt, you can have certain pickles which are fermented, you have different fermented foods. There are natural foods which are probiotics. And if we have that in our balanced diet, we support our digestive system and our gut health effectively. And when you're on a lot of medication, you're going through antibiotics that basically change the entire microbiome of your gut. We need to make sure that we balance this with the lost vitamins, especially the B vitamin class, and your probiotics as well. Now, post a meal, it's an Indian tradition to chew on things like fennel seeds and ajwain and jeera and all of these things. Why? Because when we chew on these things, they stimulate your stomach acids. They stimulate your digestive juices. And that helps you to break down your meal, which is why after a traditional Indian meal, we usually chew on a few of these seeds. That's a great habit. Now, if you're not at home, you can always keep a glass container with this mix made in your office, in your car, carry it when you travel. But these are little things which really boost your digestive system completely. Fiber is extremely important. It is something that most people lack today. At the same time, you don't want to have too much of fiber, because if you overdo it on fiber, you can create an irritable bowel syndrome, you can irritate your gut lining and create inflammation, and you can have the same issues as having less fiber. So when you have fiber in the right quantity, there are soluble and insoluble. So soluble fiber works by absorbing water and forming the bulk of your stool. So that's why constipation revolves around two things: fiber and your water intake. You have low water intake, you don't have the right amount of soluble fiber that can absorb water and form the bulk of your stools, and that's why our stools get hard and we struggle to push it out. Now you have insoluble fiber. Examples of soluble fiber are your oats, your nuts, your seeds. Then you have insoluble fiber. When you talk about insoluble fiber, think of a toothbrush that goes through your body, cleaning out toxins, removing cholesterol molecules from your system and all of that stuff. It has a mechanical process in your body. It has no calories. It will not make you fat. Things like bran, things like whole grains, this works as an insoluble fiber. So you see, both these fibers are required in our basic diet to clean out our system and to take care of our gut completely. You need the right amount of fats. You need healthy fats for a good gut. You have to understand that people who are going in for oil-free cooking and they go on these low-fat diets have more digestive issues. So be it your omega-3s, be it from your oils and your fats from natural sources like nuts and seeds, or good cooking oils and all of that stuff, these are great fats that's required for your digestive system. Hydrate, your water intake is extremely, extremely important. You see, everything happens in the human body in the presence of water. Your cells are 90% water. You have even a 1% drop of water in your system, it affects your digestion, it affects the way your gut works and all your cellular metabolism in the human body. We spoke about stress. We all know the impact of stress on your stomach, on your gut, because of the sympathetic, parasympathetic nervous system. So always eat your meal when you're calm. Calm down. You can calm down immediately in less than 2 minutes by increasing the amount of oxygen you take in. So you get into an exercise of deep breathing, a couple of deep breaths, a long inhale, a long exhale. You can move from the sympathetic nervous system to the parasympathetic nervous system, and then you're in rest and digest, and that is the phase that you should eat your meals. Very important for your digestion are the gaps that you keep between your meals. Now, this is different from fasting. When you're doing fasting, you're embracing a different model. I'm talking about lifestyle. We have breakfast and then we're so busy with our work or we're traveling somewhere and our lunch goes on to like 3 o'clock and we keep these long gaps of 6 to 7 hours and we get more acidic. And that's bad for your digestive system. So you want to keep the gaps between your meals really good, especially your sleep time and the last meal. If you're eating your meal and you're going straight to sleep, you are basically destroying your gut and your stomach. You want to keep a gap. Food usually takes about 3 to 3.5 hours to digest. So that's why if you can't keep a long gap between your bedtime and your dinner, you want to make dinner the lightest meal of your day so that you digest it quickly and you can go to sleep. It's extremely important to maintain that gap between your sleep and your bedtime. So you see, the other factors revolve around the choices of food that you make. If you're eating too much of spicy food all the time, it's going to destroy your stomach and your gut. If you're eating processed food, real food provides value for your body. Processed food has absolutely zero nutritional value. If it has a lot of sugar, salt, it irritates your gut lining, your stomach, your mucosal membranes. So we need to understand that everything has to be done in balance. The rest of it all revolves around your lifestyle. Now, when we don't look after these points and we don't take care of our digestive system, that's when it starts aggravating into H. pylori's, into colitis, into GERD, into all of the issues that most people suffer with today. So you need to get to the root cause, change your lifestyle, apply all these lifestyle tips, and build a great digestive system. That includes your stomach, your small intestines, your large intestines, and it also includes your exit, which is your bowels, your colon, where you pass out all the waste product from your body. Have a great day, everyone. Until next time, eat smart, move more, sleep right, and breathe deep. You do want to stress on your digestive system because it controls everything. You see, we need food for energy, for every cell in the human body. And your digestive system is responsible for taking the food that we eat, breaking it down, assimilating it. There's food synergy that happens, and then there is absorption. That's the complete process in your digestive system. If you have even one problem over there, you'll have innumerable other problems with your health and in your body. Have a great day, everyone.